when you're in this kind of mode where you are responsible for communicating with children and doing all this kind of stuff, I think it's very, very similar to being in a coaching job, right? Or a coaching role. So for example, me, I might be coaching you and other students and stuff. And I think for people like us, it's very important to stay inspired, okay? And so for this reason, this is why I try and consume a lot of content, because I always want to be filled with inspiration myself, and also be filled with content and things that are going to inspire others and help others as well, right? So I think it's very, very difficult for you to inspire them if you yourself are not inspired. So if that means that 1 hour before madrasa, you just need to watch a 5-minute clip of someone you really like Nomani Khan or whoever you like listening to, if you need to just watch something and just let that be your inspiration, then so be it. But you have to be inspired yourself. And even if it takes 60-second shorts, you watch 3, 4, 5, 60-second shorts so that it gets you in the right mindset before the class starts, I think you should do that. So step 1 would be to inspire yourself and make sure that you're inspired. Step 2, I would say, is correcting their physiology. So their physiology is linked to their psychology. So you can do this with children. Like we used to do this in Al-Maghrib classes, where Sheikh Muhammad, rahimahullah, he would actually tell us all, he'd be like, okay, everyone stand up. So he could see that, after lunch, everyone's kind of tired and this and that. He would be like, okay, everyone stand up. And everyone would stand up, and he would deliver the first part of the class while everyone's standing up, because their energy is more. Or sometimes he would say, stand up and give the person next to you, obviously brothers and sisters, give the next person next to you a hug, okay? Or give them a high five. Or everyone jump on the spot 10 times, okay? And with children, they love this stuff. They actually love it. And I know it's weird to do it in a madrasa, right? But you can make the class whatever you want. So you could say, okay, I want everyone to stand up, and all the children stand up, right? I want everyone to give a high five. I want everyone to jump on the spot for 10 seconds or run as fast as you can on the spot, okay? Once their physiology is different, their psychology will change as well. And then the third tip I would give you is basically stories, okay? So stories are amazing for capturing people, for grabbing their attention. Now, part of that is choosing a good story, which is interesting, which relates to them. Now, the first part must be interesting, it must relate to them. The second part could be teaching them a lesson, it might be a bit more boring, but the start of it has to be really good. And then the second part of storytelling, one is having a good story, secondly is telling it in a good way. And so the way you want to tell a good story is you want to really paint a good picture. You want to basically describe the scene. You want to make it like you're describing, like you would describe a painting, right? So you might say it was a cold, dark night in London, right? And the wind was blowing like it was freezing. There was no light around at all. And it smelled like the sewer, right? I don't know. So you just make it real for them, paint it as much as you can, and really make the story come to life. I think if you did those 3 things, I think it would really, really transform the way that you are doing your classes and what you're doing with them.